Hello, everybody. I got an early start on the timer, so first wait wasn't going to be as long. But we're back with this Kyogre. I still need this. I just realized. Here we go. So first, I want to close something. Good Discord. And then we can get back to it. Sorry. Hey, what's up, Bobby? How you doing? I really should switch to the acro bike. What's up, Spencer? What's up, Sleepy? What's up, Ice Bro? What's up, Cam? How are you? No. Oh my gosh. What's up, Master Walt? How are you doing? Alright. What's up, No Signal? Good morning. I'm doing alright. Do you consider this RNG harder than Colo, Pokewalker, Gen 6? Man. It's hard to say because, in general, I would say this is close to being on par with Gen 6. Well, you know what? Gen 6 only requires 1 frame-perfect input, but it's lots of luck. This requires 2 frame-perfect inputs and some luck. So this is definitely harder than that. But Pokewalker, the thing about Pokewalker is Pokewalker isn't hard in the normal sense, right? The thing that makes Pokewalker difficult is like, it's different what makes Pokewalker difficult, right? Like, what makes Pokewalker difficult is, like, that... like, it takes a literally... Okay, it takes so long if you're not using the Palm Pilot. And then if you are using the Palm Pilot, that's fine, but then there's luck with the nature. So yeah. TDM suspense and exercise is good phrasing it. You're not getting that with this manip. This manip is definitely different in that sense. Like, it's in terms of pure mechanical skill, I think that Pokewalker isn't the toughest RNG you're gonna do, but The amount of time it takes is one of the highest, surely. What does the egg hatch do for this RNG? Well, because I'm aiming for a method 4 Pokemon, right? Method 4 is more likely to occur if there's music playing. And so hatching the egg, if you hear in this chamber, the egg music is still playing. So hatching the egg makes it more likely that method 4 occurs. That's all it does. And we just hatch it in this chamber because the music doesn't get reset. Because there's a glitch where if there's no music playing, if you hatch an egg or evolve a Pokemon, maybe if you evolve a Pokemon? I don't know if you evolve a Pokemon. I know if you hatch an egg. Actually, if you evolve a Pokemon, that would work much easier for me, because then I wouldn't have to time an egg hatch. So the egg music is still playing, you can tell. Do you want me to stoop to your level? Meddle with the devil. I'm still here, but as far as Nazis go, you can lose my number. I'm not a Nazi. What are you talking about? Maybe after this attempt, I will check if... what I will do is check if, evolving a Pokemon works. If one were to get into encounters the same rate forever, would they never get a shiny? What do you mean, the same rate forever? What? No, what do you mean they would never get a shit? Why would they? What do you mean? Yeah, if you mean soft resetting on a dead battery, okay, that's probably true. But it doesn't work that way for anything out of dead battery, Ruby Sapphire, and normal Emerald. In general, no, it does not work that way. The timing thing only applies to games. So the timing thing that everybody thinks of for RNG, everyone thinks of RNG, oh, it's a frame rate. The timing thing that you're talking about only applies to games which RNG moves passively. So, for example, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, their RNG really does not move passively. It happens sometimes when you do stuff like, you know, when there's a bunch of NPCs going around, but otherwise it doesn't really happen that way. Right? Heart Gold and Soul Silver's RNG is for the most part static. It doesn't move. Black and White, very similar. Right? You go into Gen 6, it does move at a frame rate. So the way timing is even involved in RNG is pretty much the same. But the thing is, the reason you can encounter the same exact Pokemon with the exact same timing over and over again in Emerald and Fire and in Ruby and Sapphire is because they have set seeds in tandem with their RNG moving at speed. No other game has the set seed issue that those three games have, right? It's because I'm aiming for a Method 4 Kyogre. So Method 4 is just exceedingly rare, basically. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, so now we just have to figure out what Kyogre we got. That's naughty. Alright, you... 150 HP, 116 attack, 94, 145, 126, 99. Alright, we were on frame 2 seeds late, I believe. I don't think I have the calculator open. I have the spreadsheet open. You were 2 seeds late on frame. I'm gonna, yeah, I'm not gonna adjust actually just yet. We'll see. What I want to do now is actually test this evolution thing. Do I have rare candies? I don't have a Pokemon that can evolve, I don't think. Well, how do you evolve? Hold on. Let me see. What's the easiest evolution stone to get in this game? Well, I don't want to trade because I don't know if it will work yet. I'm actually unsure. Who evolves with a water stone? Alright, I think what we're gonna do is go get a Lombre. We're gonna go get a Lombre and a water stone. Luckily, I know where the water stone is. Because if the evolution works, we don't have to do the egg, which makes it a little bit easier. Avoid all this. We have to get to the abandoned ship. Here. I didn't want to battle him, but Moonstone, F1, Meteor Falls. Yes, Moonstone maybe was easier. What's up, Green Darkness? What's up, Lily Leon? How you doing? Level 100, so who cares what I'm clicking? Alright. Go down here. Espinal Porphyry. I don't speak Spanish. Wow, diving is very slow. Drinking coffee? Oh, I know, Green Darkness. I know your morning routine like the back of my hand, Green Darkness. This is a water stone. Mizuno Ishii. Dude, it's so funny. When I was a little kid, the abandoned ship seemed impossible to navigate and so far away, and everything was so huge. And now it's just like, yeah, I just know where it is. It's just funny that way. I don't know. Kid's not a trainer. Oh, this counts as indoors? Excuse me. Go get Lombre. Wait, can you get Lombre and Sapphire? Oh, I hope you can. Hey, what's up, Zero GN? How you doing? Yeah, it's okay, Master Walt. That can be tough. Yeah, I think you're right, Bobby. Who's a Viper? Hello. Seemed bigger and more serious when we were little. That it did, Ashen. Worst part is we're gonna have to do this all again. If well, who evolves with a Moonstone in this game? It's just Skitty, right? Skitty's rarer than Lombre, surely. Am I eggs hatching? Just farting around while while the world is ending from Kyogre. Lombre, show up. Actually, we learned that the bicycle decreases the encounter rate, right? So. Where the hell is Jigglypuff? I actually don't. I wouldn't know off the top of my head where Jigglypuff is in this game. What's up, Ponder? I wouldn't need 2 Moonstones. Jigglypuff. Oh, that's right. You leave Meteor Falls. Right. Well, we're just doing a test. Yeah, you're totally right. You guys are totally right. This is worth a try, though, because this will save me a lot of pain if this works out well, because hatching another egg is going to be very annoying. This is only a Great Ball. We do have a Rosalia. So funny, Rosalia's name is just Rosalia. It's Flash. Maybe Poison Sting. Uh-oh. I don't remember if in this game if Poison contributes to increased status. Or increased ability to catch. I always forget how the status conditions that don't immobilize help. Well, I just think... Yeah, pretty much for funsies, I would say. I could get a shiny Lombre, but it's not really worth it. So, first we'll go to Topless. First we heal. I thought they didn't do anything in Gen 1 either. Maze glitched hair. Alright. So the moment of truth. We will see. I should use Flash, why wouldn't I? But Sapphire? Yeah, I'm playing Sapphire, yeah. So, if this evolution thing works, what we're going to do is some more prep, where I will be where I will be trading a stench Pokemon over from Fire Red and Leaf Green. Yeah, I think my bitrate is dropping. I cannot do much about that and just hope my internet stops being a dingus. Should come back. Also, picking up this item over here will help me as well. But the thing is, it's just not worth it for me to do any of that prep. Oh, it might be worth it. I don't know. It looks like my bitrate's back, so the lag issue should cease soon. I don't think they have stench. Alright, so here's the moment of truth. No bits? What do you mean? Nope. Doesn't work. Just the egg hatching. Oh, the setup would take so long, so I don't really want to do it. Maybe I'll do the setup off stream. For the next run. I didn't really like that reset. Thank you, Eduardo. I think it's because for the egg, the music doesn't stop when it hatches, but for evolution, the way it works is it plays the burr, 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 burr song. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think the eggs does that. So I don't know. I don't really know. That's the only other thing that I can think of. I mean, we're already pretty close. So we'll just be trying again. Your opinion on using the Gen Q Charm in Gen 4 to get a bunch of shinies? I mean, do whatever makes you happy. Eek. IQ. People who judge others for the way they play a Pokemon game are absolute turbo goons. I would say. If your play doesn't impact other people, you have nothing to consider. Pretty much. Like, that's my one thing. Like, if what you're doing is not impacting another person, then you know, why would someone complain? Like, the only reason to complain is for elitism and for like I don't even really understand it, because there have been people who are doing that for the dawn of time. In so far as everything goes, so I don't know. The painting was only useful in Emerald. It is more useful in Emerald. It is just, yeah. Udu. You know, I don't know. Udu is something that ends sentences a lot. It's like a conjugation thing, I think. Thank you, Weeb. I appreciate it. Are timer zeros compatible through Black 2? No, every game will have different timer zeros. Girthy. Every game will have different timer zeros, unfortunately. Ugh. Yeah. You'll want to pop in and say thanks for making the Heart Gold Soul Silver Shiny Starter video. Maybe you want to play through with the Shiny Totodile. Nice, Professor Renderer. Glad you got your Toto. Wanted to use the Scarlet Violet to do more Dream Balls, but I never knew of it until after I got an update. Yeah, that's how it goes, man. They will patch glitches, which, you know, that's just what they'll do. They'll patch glitches. They won't help with any useful features, right? Yeah, I don't know. What's a blue fur? How you doing? This has to be the most tedious RNG I've ever done, I think. Just because the wait is so truly long. Especially now that we know the evolution doesn't work, so now I'll have to basically... Like, if I want to get a more optimal setup... Excuse me. If I want to get a more optimal setup, I'm going to have to... If I want to get a more optimal setup, I'm going to have to, like, re-get an egg and stuff. What about genning? I mean, I don't care if you gen, but if you gen for tournaments, you're definitely committing an, I guess if you want to be extreme, an immoral act against your competitors, right? You're not committing some horrible crime, but you are literally cheating, so, unfortunately. Everyone always acts like I'm some crazy... like anti-hacker extremist when I say that that's what I think, but like in reality, like the fault lies with Game Freak for making the games inaccessible and sort of making people But, like, yeah. Well, hold on. But it's also against your rules to hack your 3DS. No, there's a difference, Larbido. Okay, so the very simple answer to that statement is like, what? When you hack a 3DS, you're not breaking the rules of a competition. You're breaking the rules that a company's asking you not to break, right? Right, so like when you sign up to play in a tournament with other players, right? What you're doing is you and all the other players are agreeing to a set of rules to not break, right? And so the rules are don't modify or hack in Pokemon. That's what you're all together agreeing to not break, right? Yeah? With me so far? So what you're doing is violating the rules insofar as your other competitors go. And that's what I have an issue with, right? I'm not a person who's just like, oh, you should follow all rules whenever. But if you're entering in a competition for money or even pride, you should stick to the rules of said competition, I think, right? I think that's a problem. And I think the problem a lot of players have is that A, if you don't stick to the rules of the competition and you cheat, you can probably get away without being caught. And like, people always say like, oh, it doesn't, the IVs don't matter, right? The IVs don't matter. What matters is our skill. Okay, so if the IVs don't matter, right, then why are you fucking hacking them in? It's because the IVs do matter. And so the problem is you gain a distinct advantage, which is time saved, right? Time saved. You have to spend quite a bit of time. You have to spend quite a bit of time getting and receiving perfect Pokemon in-game. And that time can take so long. It is so prohibitively long in older games especially, that if you're hacking the Pokemon in, you are gaining an advantage of time. And that time advantage means you get to practice with your team more, right? Or you can spend as long as possible building teams and then hack in the best team at the end, right? So where if you were to be doing this in Gen 4 or 5, right? You could spend, you know, several days to weeks building your in-game team without any hacking. And you would probably not have any perfect Pokemon if you did an RNG manip. And a person who's going to be using Pokesav at the time, they would be able to make a team 2 minutes. And it would bypass hack check. And so what they could do is, up until several days before the tournament, they could be practicing online on Pokemon Showdown, or at the time it would have been Shoddy Battle or Net Battle or something like that, right? And you could spend the time doing that, and because you've done that, you have gained an advantage of you can practice in-game more, you can theorize your Pokemon more, you could change your Pokemon more efficiently, and you're violating the rules by cheating against other competitors, right? Whereas if you're hacking your 3DS just to preserve your Pokemon or to transfer Pokemon, who's that harming? The only rule you've broken is a rule Nintendo has asked you to arbitrarily not to follow. And you don't really have the option to, like, agreeing or not agreeing to Nintendo's terms of service. There isn't proper consent there. There is no ability for the player to say, no, I don't want to consent to those rules. So I don't even think that's like a necessarily a valid piece of consent, because like lots of consoles, for example, will refuse to boot. Like I remember the Wii U refused to boot if you said no to the software update. So it would be like, oh, would you like to software update your Wii U? We detected one. You say no, it just goes, okay, you can't use the Wii U now. Like, this is not even real consent. And by breaking those rules, who are you harming in terms of a competitive spirit, right? You're not harming anyone. That's not competition. But in the competition, they say no hacking if you want to enter this competition. And you hack to enter the competition, you have total right of refusal to say, you know what? No, I don't want to enter this competition if it means I have to spend hours of my life grinding Pokemon. But players are so intrigued by the competitive aspect of Pokemon, they find it so enjoyable that they think instead, well, I'll violate the rules of the competition because the strategy part of Pokemon is so interesting, it's worth risking that. And hacking is so easy and so lackadaisically enforced that it is just worth it for me to do that, right? And obviously the solution here is for Game Freak to just fucking make the ability to just gen Pokemon, right? They're never gonna do it, but that's the solution, of course. Why they're never gonna do it, I don't know, but that's clearly the solution. I wish they would just do it. It would level the playing field. It would stop any of these issues and complaints. Yeah. So, yeah. You've heard people call RNG manip cheating. Yeah, it's RNG manip is not cheating. You're doing everything within the bounds of the game. And at the end of the day, if you want to say RNG manipping is hacking because someone at some point had to read the RAM of the game, like all of the online tools, all of the data formulations, all of that we have, like Showdown is cheating if you want to go by those rules, because Showdown uses data mining to get information about the game, right? And it's just like, you know what? Who cares? Like, yeah. Yeah, but then there would be no like, I think one of the reasons they're not going to include, I think one of the reasons they're not going to be including genning in any Pokemon game is because they've set up their online post-game, they've set up their post-game play to, instead of using battle facilities, which is primarily a single-player experience, they've tried to set it up to do an endless, it's like almost MMO style, it's like almost an MMO style thing where you endlessly grind for Terra shards and good items and stuff like that to build the team. And their post-game situation wouldn't work so well if they just let you gen Pokemon for competitive play. So they would have to go back to having something like the Battle Frontier. Can you explain how the painting affects the shiny chance? It doesn't. It changes the seeds, really. It's a little bit. I can explain a little bit better in detail soon. Yes, but the thing is, you practice on Showdown however long you'd like, then you still have to spend... Oh, shit. You still have to spend the several hours to construct the team physically in-game, right? So it still saves time. What do you think about the Tinglu ordeal? I think it's very funny. That person actually comes into my chat. I believe her name is Fiona, and she comes into my chat. I didn't even realize it was her. She tweeted yesterday, not tweeted, she commented yesterday on the chat like, oh, yeah, just go for Fissure. I hit it 4 times. And I'm like, wait, that was you for real? Because, like, I've seen her here before, and I was like, oh, damn, no shiny. So you still have to spend a bunch of time, you still have to spend a bunch of time building the team in-game, even if you practice on Showdown, right? Especially for, again, especially for older gens, you're gonna be spending literally, sorry. Otanashi, that's gentle. You're gonna be spending, like, you know, several weeks probably farming items in-game and stuff like that. And it's like, is that fair to the people who wanted to, the people who follow the rules? Like, is that necessarily fair? Like, I don't think so. And it's like, yeah, okay, the solution is obvious and Game Freak will never do it, so what do we do? So everybody just hacks. Alright, we were 1 seed early, but several dozen frames late. Oh boy. You know, the Tinglu thing makes me surprised that it's like, oh, for me, it's like, okay, well, you have to... I don't know. At the end of the day, it's like, yeah, it's kind of lame, but it's funny. I could not deal with having it happen to me probably very well. But like, it's allowed. Like, the ultimate thing is you shouldn't be upset at someone for playing within the rules, basically. Thank you, AD. I appreciate it. It's RNG's to me. Well, I play lots of things with random luck. Like, I play lots of Dungeons and Dragons, which is all dice gambling, baby. And it's like, that's still fun to me. I think gambling can be fun in the sense of, like, you know, aiming for random luck. But I think a lot of people, like shiny hunters love to talk about how rare their Pokemon are that they've gotten or whatever. And it's like, you can only enjoy a hunt because it is not too rare, I think. Like, there are lots of hunts that are, like, I've said it before, but, like, you know, going for a Pokemon that is that rare, like, as rare as some of these 6 IV Pokemon that I'm aiming for, it's like, no one's gonna hunt that, and no one's gonna have fun fucking hunting that, you know what I mean? Like, it's not possible for that to fucking be fun. Like, you basically are aiming for a, like, usually a 1 or 2 in several billion odds. Like, it's just like, there's a reason people don't enjoy doing it, right? Where they do enjoy shiny hunting. And it's because the 1 in 8192, that's achievable. That's like a realistic normal odds, you know what I mean? 3-segment Dunsparce shiny is not even close to as rare as this Kyogre I'm going for example, right? It wouldn't be fun to, I mean, I'm not a shiny hunter. I'm like tangentially related to the shiny hunting community. Because lots of people find tutorials about RNG manips through, you know, wanting to get a shiny quicker, which is also understandable. I always get upset whenever shiny hunter, what's up Kita, what's up Ufer? Like, I always get upset, yeah, but 1 out of 8,000 is nothing to 1 in 4 billion. But, like, I always get upset because I get a lot of shiny hunters who will comment, like, yeah, I don't like to RNG manip because, you know, it's about the journey for me, not about getting as many shinies as possible. And it's like, okay, well, like, do you think there's no journey? Like, what is a journey? A journey is the patience that you have and the interesting things. The patience that you have and the interesting things that you saw and learned along your way to getting the Pokemon, right? And when you think that, like, when you think that, like, RNG manip doesn't, like, people think that it's literally, like, bang, instant shiny, bang, get instant, bang, easy, bang, like, you know what I mean? It's like, that's not how it is. Like, you have to spend a lot of time learning stuff, dealing with these fucking programs. You have to be extremely patient. So I don't know. Like it's just, they have such a preconceived notion about what this is that they're not even interested in doing it. Is what is so strange to me. No, that's what they are, Danby. You guessed right. I'm not complaining about the people, by the way. I'm just explaining my perspective. You're so smart. That's right, Danby. I think there's something to do with long grind that appeals to people with autism. I don't really like a long grind, personally. I'm autistic, and I do not like a long grind. Ugh. Oh, that's awesome, Ponder. The thing about RNG manipulating not being intended by the devs, it's like... what is intended by the devs? You can't... So many people talk about dev intent. You cannot extrapolate dev intent very easily from the end result that you're getting, right? Do you think that devs intended for people to shiny hunt, especially in older games? No, I genuinely, I do not think devs intended for shiny hunting to exist. I literally think what they did was they thought, let's put a special rare little treat into the game, and it will be cool for people to find a rare version. Like, they viewed it as bonuses, and I genuinely don't think they would have expected people to start intentionally targeting this stuff, like, as seriously and dedicated as a lot of shiny hunters are. And it's like, when people... So, like, when they made, in Gen 3... in Gen 3... the game, they programmed the game with an RNG algorithm, right? They knew how complex it was, right? Did they intentionally make it so that a player will be able to figure it out? No, probably not. You're right. Did they go as hard as they could have to prevent players from discovering it? No, I don't think so. Did they go as hard? Because, and we have a lot of evidence for this type of stuff, but let me continue. In addition to that, did they pick the most secure, difficult to manipulate random number generator that they could have for this game? Also, no. We know this for several reasons. One, Fire Red and Leaf Green have a much more difficult to manipulate random number generator program than Ruby and Sapphire. And they actually brought it back with Emerald. Like, the reason Emerald's RNG is glitched is because they were removing Fire Red and Leaf Green's RNG and forgot to re-enable. And they forgot to re-enable Ruby and Sapphire's, and so Emerald's just defaults to 0. So they intended for the easier to manipulate RNG thing to exist, insofar as, like, they literally said, okay, let's take away the harder one and we'll put back the easier one in Emerald, and then they fucked it up, but that's fine. So continuing down this path of logic, Gen 3 has a shitload of anti-cheat functionality within it, okay? So within Gen 3, there's Ruby and Sapphire don't actually have it. But that's fine. But it is in Emerald and Fire Red and Leaf Green. They have a system called ASLR, which stands for Address Space Layout Randomization, right? And so basically what it does is it moves different pieces of information to different locations every single boot. Like, every reset, Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Emerald will move pieces of information randomly so that that information is obfuscated for cheating devices, like in Action Replay, right? So in Action Replay, for example, we'll have difficulty knowing what is going, where things are to write in memory, so sometimes the codes will fail and give you bad eggs and stuff, right? You know what they didn't... Oh, fuck, that sucks. You know what they didn't put in ASLR? The PRNG state. Well, I shouldn't have done this, but whatever. So, in fact, the PRNG state was not in ASLR. In Fire Red and Leaf Green or in Emerald. You can just go there and access it. It's always in the same spot. So did they try as hard as possible to hide the RNG state information? Doesn't look like it to me. So when you say, oh, the RNG was... There isn't really a high protection regarding RNG manip because it would cost way too much to develop it. No, it wouldn't. If they literally put the PRNG state in ASLR, it would have been easily twice as difficult to figure it out. If they used the Fire Red and Leaf Green RNG Timer 1 system, it would have been so much more difficult for players to even discover RNG in this game. There are so many ways they could have obfuscated the RNG without it literally costing them any money, but they just didn't do it. And why didn't they do it? Because they thought there's no fucking point to this. Who cares if people discover it? That's probably why. And you can check that attitude, because the more the games go forward and there's still no RNG protection until pretty much fucking like Gen 8 and 9. And even then, the only reason they're using the protected RNG, the crypto secure stuff, is because it's the easiest solution. It's just the easiest solution to just constantly take the crypto seed, right? So I think Kira, I think you have no idea what you're talking about when you're talking about obfuscating and protecting the RNG, because they literally didn't protect the RNG in Gen 8. And it would have been so easy for them to protect it in Gen 8. They could have just made everything a fucking crypto call, and they just randomly chose not to, despite the fact that they use crypto called for other shit. So I think, yeah, it doesn't matter. Who cares? Like, they didn't care. They literally just didn't care. It's just not worth literally any effort to them. But and I think by showing it's not worth the effort to them to prevent RNG manipulation, but it is worth the effort to them to prevent cheating devices. To me, what I extrapolate from that is, okay, RNG manipulation isn't even unintended. That is what I extrapolate from that. Yeah, I have RNG that Gyarados, we forgetting. So the point is, extrapolating intent is both not as useful as you might think it is, and it's not as clear cut as you might think it is. Especially when you're dealing with a company like Nintendo. Nintendo is notoriously against any sort of hacking, manipulating, anything like that. But Nintendo, the company, does not represent Game Freak, the company, right? People have shown Masuda in RNG Manip side-up before with all the ribbons, and he goes, yeah, that's cool. Because why would the developer? Like, I would say most of the time the developers are going to see the things players discover, see the things players learn, see the way they push their game to their limit, and they're going to go, damn, that's pretty fucking cool. I never thought you could even do that. I never thought about the consequences of my code in this specific way. And so should we even care? Yeah, like I said, dev intent is literally meaningless. Dev intent is literally 100% meaningless. You can never know what the person intended unless they come out and say it's unintended. And even if they say it's unintended, who gives a shit? Play the game how you want. It's fun. Like, for example, I don't think glitches are wrong to do if you're entering a tournament. The tournament rules don't say don't use glitches to clone items. They don't say that. On top of that, glitches are a level playing field. Everyone can have glitches on their device without any external hardware or software that you have to pay for, which oftentimes is not the case for cheating, right? If you wanted to cheat in Gen 3 or 4, you had to purchase software or hardware to do it, right? If you wanted to cheat, you always have to purchase something, or you have to have a specific thing. So, like, pretty much every 3DS can be hacked. Okay, so that's fine. But every Switch cannot be hacked. You have to go out of your way to find a Switch that is hackable. Where's my water? I'm thirsty. I just yelled a bunch. I just What is up, Luca? How are you? What's up, Mount Belly? How you doing? I think there's no way I got it this time, but we'll see. No, I'm pretty sure I am very far off on this one. Hopefully I'm on seed, though. Is Pokemon Box Ruby and Sapphire worth buying? I don't know. Not really. It's adamant. I mean, Absol's patch makes this 100% better. So maybe it's literally... Maybe it's literally just worth it now because Absol made the game functional. Yeah, I was way late. I expect it to be about that late, though. All right. There's one late on my seed, too. Not even hitting my seed. Sad. Why is my game in Japanese? Is it because it's cheaper? Yeah, it's cheaper. I bought Japanese Sapphire several years ago when it was much cheaper. Yeah, I mean, Luca, this is easier than it would be otherwise, which is literally impossible, so... I don't think it ever will be, Master Walt. I think we will never get the Gen 1 through 3 games on Switch. I mean, it was... Do you think none of the Gen 3 games at all? I pretty much don't think they'll ever be coming to NSO. Maybe we'll get a separate release for them, but to NSO, no way. Ugh. Absol's a homie, you met him once? Yeah, Absol's a very nice person. I very much like him a lot. Yeah, Gen 3 could only be on the 3DS if you hacked. And it wasn't supported by any official software, of course. It is a double frame perfect trick where you also have a bunch of noise affecting your routing. I might After this attempt, well, you know, let's run a poll. Is this realistic to pull off? I've done it with other Pokemon before, yeah. I've done it with Kyogre and Latias before. Does running a Virtual Console RSC on a modded 3DS work the same as running it on a DS? Yeah, it does. Is there a way to get the Gen 3 events without PK Hex? You can use glitches. Yeah, you can use arbitrary code execution. Yeah, I think what they're more concerned with is keeping sale of the modern Pokemon games up. Right? They are worried that if you have older Pokemon games, it will impact the sale of newer games. Ugh. Which I think they're kind of right. Oh yeah, I wanted to make a poll. Alright, so I've done a poll here. What it's asking is, do I improve the setup? So basically, after this attempt, should I stop doing attempts and spend the time to switch the bike, pick up the item on the ground, get a stench Pokemon, etc. Or do I continue onwards? It will probably take a very long time, probably take 10 plus minutes to get everything in order. $1 a few years ago. It's not impossible. My Japanese Sapphire I bought in 2016. It cost me $13 with the box. This copy of Sapphire and my Japanese Emerald, yeah, they both cost me about $13. I think Emerald was slightly cheaper at 10. So, and they both came in the box. And I bought those on Amazon, like used seller Amazon Marketplace, you know what I mean? So, it will improve the consistency. It will take some time. I'll have to get another Marill. I'll have to get it close to hatching, right? I'll have to poison Swampert to have 1 HP. So, the GBA games region locked, or did that not exist yet? They are region locked against the GameCube games, but they are not region locked in Game Boy Advances. And the strange part is region locking did exist, and it did exist with cartridges. Like the Nintendo 64, is region locked, you know, based on a physical boundary. But the like they just didn't do that for the Game Boy games. I don't know why. No, it's not region locked in that way. How does stench help? Stench reduces the amount of wild encounters that you get. It reduces the amount of checks the game does for wild encounters. Why you gotta have setup? Wasn't... I don't know what you're saying, Nicholas. No, evolution method did not work. I checked it out. It doesn't play the song. I don't know why. The egg music continues. It's fine. Looks like everybody wants me to do the better setup anyway. Are you late to what? Well, the cave isn't white, it's just got fog over it. The egg music will keep playing. And the music that keeps playing here causes the game to have a higher chance of generating a method for Pokemon, which is what I want. The egg hatch timing is not important as far as I understand. Ugh. I think I need to make a cup of coffee. So hopefully we're on seed for this one. If we're on seed, well then, I don't know. I think, I don't know. My path through the cave was good this time, but we'll see. So we'll get a stench Pokemon. I don't know who I could get. I don't know who I could get with stench. Probably Grimer will be easiest. It looks like white smoke doesn't work in this game, but stench does. Which is very strange, but that's fine. Abilities to effects were not purely out of battle, did not get out of battle effects. Oh, is that the distinction? Ooh. I think you're right, Bobby. I think that is literally the distinction. Because I always thought it was strange that, like, a few abilities have out-of-battle things that work in this game. Illuminate increases the amount of wild encounters you get. It actually has an out-of-battle effect already. $48, $114, $81, $153, $143, $92. All right, we were on seed. We were 5 frames early. Okay, so we know we can hit the seed. The advances adjustment, it's not going to matter. I'm probably going to be mad advances early now. All right, so what we're going to do is reset. We're going to start setup number 2. So, first of all, hold on. I need to double check wild encounter. Yeah, so it will work with the acro bike as well. I also want to check the egg. All right. So what I want to do is have that stored. Because I'm gonna, this egg's, maybe this egg isn't, no, this egg's probably useless at this point. I'm fairly certain this egg is gonna be useless, so. But it might have enough leeway to, it might have enough leeway to be reused, but I don't think so. So, egg in the PC. Alright, so we need a Pokemon with Stench, and we need... So Stench I can't get in this game. My Swampert already has the thing, so let's go switch the bike first. Alright. So the Acro Bike is just easier to control. Although, actually, the Mach Bike is probably better because I'm covering more ground with it, right? While... No, so I'm going to keep the Mach Bike. Alright, so I'm going to keep the Mach Bike, and then we'll go to a different game really quick. Oh, yeah. I forgot. So the data saved, and now it's going to transfer to the GBA. Alright. So, what I need to do is make this the DS one. So we'll do GBA no RNG. I'm going to end the poll really quick. What is this doing up here? Get out of here. I'll end the poll. All right, let me switch to my Capture DS. Where... One of my Fire Reds will surely be enough. I just don't remember which one. My coffee's ready. I'll be right back again. This is not the right one. Man, I have to pee now. Well, it's time for XCloud Coomburst VOD. Thank you for the $5, Andy. We will watch this video. Let me check if this is the right game. I believe Salt is the correct game. Alright. What the hell? Why am I here? Do I have an escape rope? I'm out. Alright, so my friend Andy has made a Pokemon Showdown video. And so I will show it to you all. Where he has donated $5 to show it in front of my audience. And we're gonna fix this. Desktop audio. His channel. Thanks for the donation. Oh, there's the donation note up. So far behind. Okay, here we go. We're gonna. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Go to here. Yeah. Well, I want to show his whole channel name. Video top also needs to come down. There we go. We'll go like that. All right, here we go. Let's check out Andy's video.
I love using stockpile Cramoran.
The sound effects are good.
Boop.
Boop. Boop. It's like the perfect dropping a pebble into water.
Baba Booey.
Oh, here comes my suggestion. Oh, wrong one. Wait, we'll wait for it.
Boop.
That was all me?
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey. I like a good Baba Booey. Gulp.
Baba Booey.
Dude, Baba Booey gets funnier the more I listen to it. Gulp. Ooh. Everybody subscribe to Andy, just like I did. Boop. I hope you all liked it. Thank you for the dono, Andy. Yes, the helicopter was my suggestion as well. We heard it in the sound database, and I was like, that shit's funny. You must do it. Yeah, go check out Andy's channel. I'll show it again. Alright. Click subscribe. Gonna be more funny showdown stuff to follow. Alright. Let me... Sorry. I just have to add the game audio. Alright. That's so loud for me. Holy moly. Farming Blisy. True. Alright, so... we need a Pokemon with the whatever ability. Stench, right? We could get Grimer from here, right? I believe. Baba Booey. Hello? I guess I could just go into Pokemon Mansion, couldn't I? Wait, does Fire Red have Grimer or does Leaf Green? Oh, if Leaf Green has Grimer, I have to stand up. Okay. Was this not in, like, infested waters? What's happening here? Go to the fucking mansion. Fine, game. You want to be stingy with your shit? I'm being skamazed hard right now, I feel. Fuck, it's coughing. How do I get Grimer? Hold on. Game locations. It's in both games in the mansion, apparently. It's a 5% in this game. Oh, hold on. %1 with the super rod, huh? I guess I was thinking of Gen 2 where it's like just spammed there. Can you get it in fire? Isn't it coughing in fire? Am I fucking high? Oh, it is in this game. Oh, it's just a 25% chance in Sapphire. What's wrong with me? Thank you for your contribution. For some reason I thought coughing was in Sapphire. But coughing appears to be Emerald. According to Bulbapedia, coughing's 2%. Coughing, Grimer looks to be about a 27% chance. Good thing I don't have to trade then. So I turned my GameCube off for no reason, okay. Whatever. Because it's 2% for level 14. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's fine. I mean, it's sad, but it's fine. What else can I do? All I can do is complain. I can't do anything else. So we'll go for a Grimer. I should buy Ultra Balls. I'm being a dingus right now, but... I don't have any money. We can also sell 5 of these black flutes. Because I made 6 of them thinking they weren't infinite. Alright, we'll go over here. I'll save. Ideally what happens is we get poisoned while we're catching the Grimer. Oh no, we don't necessarily want to be poisoned yet, well. Please have stench. I don't know that in Japanese. I have to check. Okujo. What is this other ability in this game? Sticky Hold? I believe this is not. I believe this is Sticky Hold. Yeah, Sticky Hold. What's up, Nummel? I am a Camera Ups fan. Uraima. Oh, there it is. All right. So now what we need is another... Basically, we want Swampert to be poisoned. We need like a coughing or a grimer. I was hoping I would get smogged by that guy, but it wasn't happening. And really what I should check is... I need to check if I need another egg. Yo, what's good, Nick? How are you? So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save here. I saw the, one of them. The Slugma you posted. Alright, we walk all the way over here. And we'll walk down. Oh my god, come on. Alright, and so now what we're gonna do is test if the egg lasts. No way. Yep, I need a new egg too. Man. Alright, so what we're gonna do then is just get another Meryl egg first. Lower it down to a more appropriate level. That sucks, but that's how it is. Yeah, Primo's turning does add an advance. NPCs that turn randomly or take full steps randomly cause, I think, an advance or two. Can't remember. Well, the egg thing is the main reason. The main reason I didn't want to do this was because I would have to re-get another egg. So what I'm gonna do is just get it down to this is gonna be close or whatever. You type the phrase, and if he always does that animation, then it's not random and it won't cause an advance. Only random, like this guy, Watson here, his turns are random. But this person, he does not cause any advances because his movement path is predetermined, right? So if Primo always does that during the cutscene, it's probably not doing anything. Alright, so to avoid steps... Inside the egg, it's just a Meryl. So we're gonna test this one now. I might have gone too far on that egg. I didn't realize how fast Meryl was gonna hatch. Now, this is not an exact test because I don't have to walk out of the building. But I will have to walk into the building with it. And I probably will have to walk an extra 20 or so steps. With the egg, so... And I will be making mistakes on the real game as well, so... Oh, I have to get that guy as well. Okay. Well, the egg isn't gonna hatch, but... Hey, what's up, Chris? Okay, so... What I'm gonna do is... I'm gonna put on a gold spray, and then I'm gonna walk 250 steps. Because that's just too many steps to walk. I don't want to walk that many steps. I'll put on... I'll do another one. So hopefully this is a more reasonable amount, and I didn't overdo it. What is a red flag warning? Yeah, I'm updating it to go with stench. It's just not as stable as I would want it to be, unfortunately. I've never gotten that in New York once. That's crazy. I really hope the egg makes it to the thing. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Come on, egg. Hatch soon. Increased risk of fire. Yeah. I don't like that the East Coast is getting increased risk of fire now. Oh, but you know what? I'm in fast forward mode. So I'm gonna do another egg cycle. I actually might be able to get away with 2 more egg cycles. I just want the egg to hatch in a reasonably quick period of time once I reach Kyogre's cave. Is basically my desire. The egg hatch, causes a glitch to happen. Which I can show off this run. After we have the egg settled, we'll be able to get Kyogre low. No, it's... Having music playing is more likely to, cause Method 4 to happen. Basically. So I'm just doing everything in my power to cause the vertical blank to split. The vertical blank is more likely to split, if music is playing. And there's no music in Kyogre and Groudon's chamber. So I won't be hitting Method 4 very often, which is one of the reasons this manip is so difficult. But this manip is cool because, you know, the trainer ID and stuff I've... Oh, whoops. The trainer ID and stuff I've RNG'd, you can't really do that RNG in Emerald, right? One day I would like to go for, like Cow did, with the pure, perfect trainer ID stuff, but... and Cow didn't even succeed, although he got very close. So I would like to have that happen. Is my repel wearing off? It's close, but I think it's fine. How did I toggle the speed? I have a mod chip installed in my DS that lets me overclock it. Okay, so first thing I want to do is I want to actually remove the item in Kyogre's cave. Is there a button? It's a button combo. I hit LR and select, and it will engage your it'll start the overclock. So, this item. That item, is actually turning around. It acts as an NPC with random directions. So, it was good to remove that. Alright, so that item is removed, which is handy for me. Alright, so now what we need to do is get my entire party knocked out. Which... Actually, what am I doing? Ugh. I just realized the highest level opponents I can probably find are in that cave. Also, I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. So, The speed up chip is very cheap, but the installation is not easy, Nick. So first things first I want to do is set this as my last heal point. I'm sure it was already, but that's important for me to have done. Alright, so now I need to feint everybody except Swampert. Oh wait, fuck. Guys, does Repel work on... Well, I guess I'll be able to find out. Is Repel on the first alive Pokemon? If it's the first Pokemon in my party, I have a slight problem. Oh. Nope, it's first alive in your party. Alright, we're safe then. Yeah, it's clearly first alive, I think. So... Okay, so... we need to get this guy poisoned, which I think the Grimer Cave is the best option. I don't really have any useless thing to do. I just realized. You know what? My better bet might be Roselia. Roselia's poison point, right? Thank you, Mercil. Yeah, Sleipnir has a tutorial for 4-0 U9 Ace, I think. But there's also a really good Ace write-up in my Discord. This is cut. I think I have a nugget to sell. No, Watson doesn't give me Thunderbolt until I do the mission, which I haven't done it. So we'll go back to here. I gotta get poisoned. You can see why I was avoiding the setup, by the way. How long it takes. Wait, what is the, does Cleanse Tag work on a fainted Pokemon? Yes, so Grimer needs to be holding the Cleanse Tag. Yeah, I don't... Well... In... Does Grimer have a fucking poison move? Can you poison me? Yes, please. Yes! Alright, good. We're out of here. Okay, so first things first, Swampert needs to give this item to Grimer. What, man, what's the cleanse tag called in Japanese? It's this one. It should be this one, right? Kyo... Me... Yeah. Alright, so... I'm gonna fly to here. I'm gonna save, and now we gotta get Swampert's HP very low. Warning to people with seizures, I think. And yes, Ace does feel very overpowered when you're using the PRNG state changing. I tend to not enjoy it at that point, honestly. What I want to check is I'm at 191 now. $183. $191. 16. So that only took 16 HP away. So I should try and be at like... 20-something HP. Oh, it's gotta be more. It's gotta be like 30 or something, I think. Two. I did the same thing. We're gonna save here. Don't want to save yet. I think what we're gonna want to do is get down to, like, literally 20. It's 40. We're at 30. Now we're at 20. Perfect. I should have like 4 HP left. Oh, fuck. Oh, did I fuck it up? It's gonna be really close. We're literally at 1 health. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, no! Oh, I fucked up. I forgot it was not healed, that it was entered. Oh, are you kidding me? I fucked that up so bad. Oh, I fucked that up so bad. Need another fucking egg, I think. That's a tilter. And if I reset, I'm trapped. Well, unless I have... Do I have a healing? Well, even if I have a healing item, the egg is probably too low. I did have a healing item. Only 16 steps. Maybe I can do it. First of all. Oh. My right foot is asleep. Oh. So what I want to do right now is check to see if the egg can even make it. The egg's going to be really close. What? Oh no, the egg cannot make it. Alright, so we know the egg can't make it, that's fine. What I can do is get another egg. The moment it hits the exclamation point is what I'm interested in. This setup is so ridiculous. And I had it done perfectly, too. I need to buy healing items. I'm just gonna sell all my TMs. It's Earthquake, I'll keep that. Alright, so we'll go buy healing items. Onyx Barrier doesn't do anything in this game. You Giga ad mode turned on, you're getting kind of ads, no? I don't even know if I have the auto turn on mode activated. I don't even know if I have the... Yeah, I don't think I have anything. So we need... I'll get about 5 gold sprays. Get 3 of these. Yeah, I don't think I've done anything specifically. Different. So once it hits the exclamation point, I'll do 4 egg cycles. Well, Twitch ads are annoying because they don't, like, do anything. Like, YouTube, if I go from one YouTube stream to another YouTube stream, an ad is not going to be playing. But on Twitch, if I refresh your page, I'll get ads. And it's like, man. It feels like that's the only technology they're working on at Twitch as well. But it's like, yeah, you need money, I get that. But at the same time, like, you want a good viewer experience, you know? Alright, so... here's what we're gonna do. First, we heal Swampert. We'll do 1. Come on. We do 2. We do 3. Okay, I don't want to go over. Ugh. We're gonna see how long it's at right now. So all these eggs are garbage. We're just gonna get them all into box 2. Oh, they didn't. We at 24? 30. 5, 6. Alright. Save here. I should have a decent bit of leeway. This one was at 19. There's technically a way around this. So I'm at 5, 4. So I should be at 3? Yeah. 2. Okay. So we save. Now technically this isn't what I want yet, just yet. I want it to be slightly superior. Do 1, 2. Now I should be golden. So now it should be 1 step and I faint. So now we want to do... Go here. Oh, wait. You know what the problem is? This is gonna suck. My Grimer is too low level. Oh, because Grimer's not fainted anymore. Forgot Grimer's no longer fainted. I needed to get Grimer to like level 100. I forgot he wasn't gonna be fainted during the true run. I wonder if it's worth it to try some attempts with... Like, because what are the odds I'm going to get a wild encounter? It's like, what I want to do now, I guess, is check. What is my encounter rate with all the tech? Maybe I could just YOLO it without repels. No. Oh, Lord. Yep, it's all fucked up. I gotta do it all again. Another egg in the garbage. Another egg in the trash. Alright, so we're gonna get this grimer to level 100 really quick. Can I get a summary of what you're doing? Well, basically, I want to RNG manip a, like, perfect Pokemon. With, like, you know, maximum stats, the highest stats they can be, etc., all that kind of junk. And the only way to do that in Ruby and Sapphire is by abusing the fact that paintings call the initial seeding function. And so what I'm doing is setting it up so I get... The problem is, if I use a painting, I often have to go to another location, right? And if I've got to go to another location, I'm walking through areas with wild encounters. And dealing with the wild encounters is bad, because every time the game checks to see if there's going to be a wild encounter, right? Every time that occurs, that is bad for me. That is super bad news for me. Because that means the game is doing an RNG call. And if I'm not step perfect, with aka every single one of my inputs is not frame perfect, then I am not performing as the most optimal, most consistent RNG that I can. So in order to do that, what I have to do is set up a way to lower the encounters the most. Why don't I just land it? What? Did you not listen to anything I just said? So again, it is worse than double frame perfect because the random interference from walking and generating potential random encounters will cause me to potentially have you know, noise. And so what I have to do is set it up to get the least amount of interference possible, which is what I've done. But the way I have to set everything up is exceedingly complicated. And the reason it's so complicated is because A, I have to make sure there's the least amount of noise, so that means I need a grimer at level 100 so I can use repel. That means I need the grimer to be holding a cleanse tag. That means I need that means not only that, but I also need and because I'm aiming for method 4, I need an egg to be specifically ready to hatch right when I reach the chamber, so that I can override the Kyogre noise. So it is more than hitting a double frame perfect trick. It is more luck based. I mean, attempts are just going to be, you know, the attempts are long, so it's not like they're going to be super easy, but after I've done this setup, I've got the most optimal conditions set up, so I'm not going to have to potentially redo it again. I just brute forced the randomness to hit BC 7.5. I mean, hitting the seed is not the hard part. Right? Hitting the BC 7.5 seed is the easy part. Whoops, there goes my emeralds copy. Hitting the hard part is landing on the correct frame. I have the thing ready to go, but and also since I'm going for method 4, it's not just dealing with that randomness, it's also dealing with the randomness of getting method 4. It's not enough rare candies, I have more. Does Muck also have stench? I don't even need to get to level 100. It does have stench. Stench and sticky hold, so it shouldn't change. So I just need to really get it to like level 60. How come you're aiming for a method 4 spread? Because I want to. Make sure it's still stench. It should be. I think we'll get it to 60 because I don't know the exact level of Pokemon that can spawn in that cave. But we'll just get him to 60 and make sure, or her to 60, excuse me. Your DS microphone might be broken. So you would have to fix your DS microphone. Alright, so no Pokemon in that cave is this level. So we'll just do a trade back, and then I will, do another frickin' egg setup, I guess. Gosh dang it. Also, the reason I'm doing the convoluted egg setup is because or not the egg setup, the poison setup is because that is the only area in Ruby and Sapphire where there is no noise in the contest hall, or for a painting. And in Ruby and Sapphire, it is imperative that you have no noise because you're going to be like the egg setup, not the egg setup, but the poison setup is probably the best setup in Ruby and Sapphire. You want to always be you always want to have as little noise as possible, right? I've been going at this Kyogre for too long. We just need to be optimal. Noise is just like a catch-all term because it's difficult to explain the concept of it live. Your seed will never be affected by that stuff. To be clear. The seed is never going to be affected by the noise. The seed is purely based on V-blank. So it's not really an issue in that respect. But what is an issue is the advances that you land on when you're hitting your target Pokemon. I mean, I explained this in my painting video, but they are sort of, it's effectively random at that point, because the way it works is, what's happening is you are hitting, basically every time you take a step on a tile where there's grass or an NPC turns, you're getting a random amount of RNG advancements. Okay, so... Well, you know what I want. What we should do is see if I can't get a double battle going. There's no... Hold on. Basically, every time the game checks to see if there's going to be a random encounter, you will get some RNG advancement. And that is not realistically controllable by the player, I would say. I just need to find a single double battle. Yeah, I was gonna say, there's surely I haven't done this. I just wasted my Master Ball. Because I just thought that I could poison Swampert here instead, I just realized. So what I'm going to want to do is try and poison Swampert. Yes, there we go. Perfect. Just Swampert KO everybody. And so first, we need to get... Sort of fucked up again, but that's fine. You are repeatedly in the same place, so NPCs move the same way every time. NPCs only move the same if it's the exact same PRNG state every time. So everything needs to be the same the frame the game loads that area, and then they'll move the same. What's up, Alabama E? What's up, Wyan? How are you? Oh, that sucks, Wyan. I know all about stomach pains. I hope you're doing a little bit better now. But even in Emerald version, for the record, like, you're never gonna be frame perfect, literally, like, on overworld load and shit every time. Like, it's just not gonna happen like that. So, we'll do one egg cycle like this. I'm setting up for the painting right now, Alabama. Two. Three. It's probably good enough. I'm just doing setup for the painting. As I said. Okay, so... Swampert to, like... decently low health. This is probably enough. Six. Okay, so we know this should be enough. I think everything will be good now. Three, okay. It's two. It's one. I think we're pretty much good. So I should be at 1 HP. And I think my next step will KO me. One more step will KO me. Alright, so now need to make sure my shit works. I can reach the fucking cave with the egg. Alright, I mean, I think my setup is done at this point. A lot of steps for the egg, but... Using Flash Advances frames? No. Why would it do that? What? I'm using Flash so I can see where I'm going. Alright. So, now let's get the GameCube all loaded up. Yeah, I figured out what was going wrong last time. Come on. Whatever. Hold on. Alright. Alright. Pokemon box loaded up. Ready to go. What's up, Arisol? How you doing? Alright. We're about ready to move. I have to go to the bathroom, though. Alright. You saw a folder called cheats? Yeah, it's empty. It just has a cheats option by default. I have nothing enabled. Sort of defeats the whole purpose. No? Alright. Here we go. So, I expect my first attempt to be wildly off, because I should have decently less... I should have less noise, but we'll see. Alright. First run. Thank you, G-Guy. How accurate is the box emulator? Well, not very if it can hit method 4, am I right? Yeah, I would say the box emulator is not that great. Right, method 4 is not... Method 4 doesn't happen on the normal games unless you're, like, fishing or something. So the emulator is just going to be causing, you know, stupid stuff to happen. Hey, what's good, Cow? How are you? Alright. Well, that setup took a long time, but I guess I'm happy we did it. Right, it's just like, you know, it will make more consistent results going forward, so I think that's good. Alright, layout looks good. Everything I'm happy with. Just got back from swapping an RMA replacement GPU, and this time they sent me a new box replacement instead of another defective one. Well, that's good. And didn't know the item in the cave act was an NPC. Yeah, all of the... I can actually show this to you if you guys are interested. So you can take a look here. I know this from another project I'm working on that I cannot reveal, but... So, while we wait, let's take a look at what's going on here. Everything is not an NPC, but many things are considered NPCs. Right, so let's take a look here. Let me open up. I'll be opening up Ruby, but trust me that it's the same in Sapphire. Okay, whatever, man. Alright, so let's add window capture. So this is the ROM hacking program called Advanced Map, right? So let's go to Sutopolis. Let's look at the warp events. So we'll go into here, we'll go into here, go down here, we'll go down here, go down here. So this is the item block. If you take a look at that, can I zoom in this thing? I don't think I can zoom, but it doesn't show the thing. But this is the item block, right? If you take a look at the item block, it says person event number 1, and then it says movement type look around 1. So this means that this is looking around randomly, even though, and every single item block is going to be like that and fairly certain. So like we could go to Fiery Path. This is an item block. You see this is the flag, right? Person event number 1. You can see its movement type look around. This is the boulder. It's person event number 2. You can see its item, its movement type look around. This is a different boulder. It's look around. This is a different boulder. It's look around. They're all look around, right? We could go to, if we go to, I gotta get to Petalburg Forest. Is it Route 104? We go into Petalburg Forest. These two are cut trees. So you can see it's person event, look around 1. So these trees look around. So anything that could be like that, right? We know this is a bug catcher. This person has a specific movement pattern that they could do. Look down, left, and right, right? They're not going to look up. But this is an item block. Look around 1. So we could see all of those are going to be look arounds. So you could see that's how I knew that the item blocks started doing the look around pattern. Yes, it is. Everything that I know is a person event is it's NPCs are person events. And NPCs can have a variety of look around types, right? They can either have no movement or look around, but NPCs can have look around. And then we can have the item blocks, cut trees, boulders, rock smash rocks. Then on top of all of those, it can be the invisible Kecleons have look around as well. And then the aqua, the Submarine Explorer 1, when you're talking to it underwater, also has look around movement type. And then the Electrodes also do that, not just in the aqua base, but also the under the electric place. Oh. Yep. It does affect the RNG, but the thing about how do I explain? Okay, so the thing about it affecting the RNG is, in reality, the RNG isn't going to be very affected. Hold on, here we go. We're coming up on it. So the RNG is not going to be very affected by this, unless you're doing something like me, where you're moving across many areas often. Like, usually you load the game up, you pause, and then you're just like waiting in your sweet center, you know what I mean? But when I'm moving from area to area, it does impact things. Finger's a little bit greasy. Now, you gotta hatch the egg. Taxes ruined your life. Yeah, I mean, they were rough this year. Got fucked in sort of an unexpected way. Is the flute better than repellent? I'm using both a flute and repellent. They do different things. The repel prevents wild encounters from occurring if you're above the level of the wild encounter. However, the game is still generating wild encounters, right? So using the flute lowers the rate at which the game generates wild encounters, because the rate at which the wild encounters are generated is actually the issue, right? The repellent doesn't prevent any wild encounters from being generated. The game generates them and then goes, oh, do I need to... The game generates them and goes, oh, should he do a battle? No, there's no battle in this area. Will you do a battle in this area? No, the repellent is on. Stench, Flute, and Cleanse Tag all stack, and they also stack with the bike. So, I could do another show and tell. So let's take a look here, everybody. Here we go. It's more teaching time. So let's take a look here. So here's the Poke Ruby. This is the public disassembly. It's called, yeah, it's just called Poke Ruby. So this is the Wild Encounter C, right? So this is all the Feebas logic. Who gives a shit about that? All right, so this is do wild encounter, right? So this is the base encounter rate. If the player is riding on the bike, the encounter rate is divided. Is lowered, right? Then, if you have Stench, the encounter rate is divided again. So that stacks. Cleanse Tag also lowers the encounter rate, and also so does the Flute. They have standard... I don't know what the encounter rate mods for them off the top of my head, but both of these have standard encounter rate mods. So the first thing that happens is if you're on the bike, the encounter rate is lowered. If you have a Flute, the encounter rate is lowered. If you have a Cleanse Tag, the encounter rate is lowered. And then if you have the ability Stench, the encounter rate is divided by half as well. So I have every single one of these mods stacking because the encounter rate is lower, is as low as possible. There you go. And you can see here, there's actually a hard cap on the encounter rate. If the encounter rate is less than this number, it just sets it to that number. So I've got it as low as I can get it. There you go. So I have every single one of these mods that stack. I don't know. I'll either trade them up or I'll do battles and stuff like that. So I'm expecting my seed will be relatively close, but the issue here is going to be I'll probably have to readjust my actual target frame a lot because I'm probably getting less advances than I otherwise was. I expect no shiny this time, of course, because this is effectively another calibration phase. But, like, we're probably in the 28 500s or something like that. No big deal. Let's see what we hit. Let's see what our frames were like, and then we'll do an adjustment. I'll do an adjustment even if I hit the wrong seed. That's pretty good. All right, it's naive. 157. 105, 89, 153, 117, 99. Calculate. All right. Oh. We hit method 4. We were on seed as well. So we were still late. We were several frames late. That's totally fine. Not a big deal. We're going to say we hit the correct seed in this. We'll do an adjustment. 5, 1, 3. Frame that I hit is this. We'll do the calculations. So we were 6 late. Perfect. So we were very close. And we hit method 4, which is good news. We hit method 4, which is good news, in fact. So we'll try again. Oh, what the heck? Oh, because I wasn't holding start. Alright, we were close. We were already really close. What's up, Darksness? What's up, Alfred? You're a believer that the Master Ball only belongs to 3 Pokemon. Lugia, Gen 1 Mewtwo, and Shiny Kyogre. Why? Do I know Japanese? A little bit. In fact, I'm wondering... what is the encounter rate in specific areas of this game? Because I'm wondering if I did all this extra setup for nothing. So what I want to check is in this place, what is the encounter rate? Looks like it's always 1%. So it's always a 1% encounter rate here. Well, let's see. Let me see. Encounter rate. So the encounter rate is multiplied by 16. So let me see something here. So that means the encounter rate would be 16. Times 80 divided by 100. The encounter rate's 12. Oh no, if the encounter rate's greater than 80. Oh, so it's got a hard. I see. It can't be higher than that. So then what is the cleanse tag? Decreases by 1/3. Oh, someone donated? What? Oh, Alfred donated $5. Your bits have helped me get so many shiny Pokemon. My next targets are Low Noise Mons and Coliseum. Nice. Good luck, Alfred. I appreciate the $5. Okay. So, well, what's the black flute? All right, decreases the wall. So this divides this by half. So divided by it's 50%. So it's 2. Okay. What is... So then after the black flute, it is... lower that by 2, minus 2. Stench is divided by 2. So it looks like my encounter rate might be as low as 2% right now, if I did all my math correctly. Alternatively, it could be the 4. So it could be 4 times 16, right? And then we'd multiply that by 80 divided by 100. And then the flute is divided by 2. Cleanse tag is 1/3, so we subtract 3 from that, and then we divide that by 2. So our encounter rate is either 1 or 3, depending on how they do the math. So it's still pretty good, and it's definitely lower than it was before. So things should be more stable than they were before. No, there is no minimum encounter rate. I misunderstood the thing. There's not a minimum encounter rate. There's a maximum encounter rate. The maximum encounter rate is 280. What do I do with all the 6 IV shinies? I battle. Is this method 4 RS painting RNG? That's correct. Flick switch. Fennec starter is not worth it, and you should probably always just be picking the Bayleaf as the Fennec starter anyway, because you can use it for Battle Blink. Have I ever gotten the Surfing Pikachu egg from box? Nope. I probably never will. I think I was early on my seed. Isn't Espeon better as a blinker? Not for Battle Blink. I think there's no way it's going to be shiny. Is it possible to randomly get Pokerus in a save file you haven't touched in weeks? No. You have to do something to cause Pokerus to happen, aka get wild battles in. Hey, what's up, Easy Peasy? How are you? Yeah, Jamie, Raku is rough in Colo, to say the least. Don't want to do that. A legit copy of RSBox is a grail for me. I don't know. Just buy the European copy. Is the running for? I'm hatching an egg. It'll hatch soon. So, the reason you hatch an egg is because the egg hatching music continues, if you can hear. And so you want the music to play because the music playing gives a higher chance of method 4 to occur. Yeah, I know about Absol's box. It only hatches into Azurill if you have the Sea Incense. Doing good subbing in to see the progress while on vacation. Oh, yeah, the progress is something else. I mean, it's a very tedious manip, right? I've been doing this for quite a long time. Am I on seed? I don't know. You don't know if you're on seed until you fucking catch it. Oh. I don't think I'm on. I feel as though I was early on my seed, but that's just a feeling that I have. I feel like I hit like 729 or 730 or something. But I never stopped trying. If it's the shiny but not method 4, that's fun. That's already happened to me once, Cal. I've already hit the non-method 4 shiny at least once. I think maybe twice. I don't remember. I've done it at least once. What's the chance of method 4? I don't fucking know. It's low. It's definitely low. I don't know the actual chance. The thing is, there's probably not an easy way to calculate the chance of method 4 occurring, right? Because it's just like, it's like pretty much the only way, like the actual percent of method 4 occurring is just going to be anecdotal, right? It's just going to be the amount of method 1s I see versus the amount of method 4s that I see. Like, and that's not going to be super useful data. There's no... Right, method 4 is occurring because of an emulator inaccuracy. So there's not really like a meaningful way to determine this. Is it painful to reset after getting a shiny with the wrong method? Nope. I don't really care. 152, 106, 86, 149, 151, 81, and I'm sassy. This was method 1. I was 1 seed late, like 5 frames early. All right, we'll try again. Didn't like that reset. Still didn't like that reset either. There we go. We wait again. I've reset over full odd shinies on purpose. They're sort of meaningless to me. They are meaningless to me. But we're pretty dialed in for now. I really need to figure out a way to, like, preserve a profile for the timer for really difficult, tedious manips like this, but whatever. I will do it another time. Your shirt matches Kyogre's color palette. I guess so. Who is the guy in the RNG community that you consider the GOAT? I think it has to be Fish. I was trying to think if it was like maybe one of the like the OG people who started like RNG Reporter or something like that, like Exact or something. But you know, Fish makes Pokefinder. Pokefinder is fully open source. It's pretty much the best tool out there. He's even like adding retail specific stuff at our behest. I think it's got to be Fish, but what I would say is the RNG community has no GOAT in the sense that in the sense that it is a community-wide effort. No one individual makes everything possible, but because even within Pokefinder, like Fish doesn't do everything for Pokefinder. He does a lot of it, but it's not a one-person project, you know what I mean? So I think that's one of the beauties of our community, is that it's never a one-person show. But Pokefinder, for being open source and like the code is ultra turbo readable, yeah. I would not say Xiao is the RNG GOAT. What I would say Xiao has to be like the Gen 3 knowledge GOAT, I think. Xiao has an understanding of the games that is just completely insane to me. On so like he I am consistently impressed by his ability to read and understand Poke Ruby and like Poke Emerald, like the Prets, and then Pokefinder's source extremely quickly. Like he's not only is he able to look at the code and basically, from my perspective, instantly understand what it's doing, he's also able to navigate the repos extremely well. Like he can just like find exactly what he's looking for almost instantly, and it's just insanely impressive how quickly he can find all of those things. And then on top of that, he like can write all these ace codes and things like that, and it's just like, yeah, it's just very impressive to me. It's not just RNG. Xiao does so much for the glitches as well, right? Xiao is like a great asset to the glitch hunting community. It's 981 seconds per attempt. Excuse me. If you're able to RNG a 5IV Suicune and 5IV Shiny Raikou, you're capable of doing anything. The Raikou is one of the most tedious RNG. The 5IV Shiny Raikou is one of the most tedious RNG manips I've ever done. Hey, what's good, fish? Not fish. Hello, Bruce, I mean. I think I was just talking about fish. Time to hatch an egg. Well, depends on how specific you're being, right? If you're just looking for any cool TID, I mean, the thing is, yours is pure luck, right? Mine isn't really pure luck. It's only 2 frame perfect inputs, but some luck in between the 2 frame perfect inputs make it a little bit less consistent than I would like. I mean, if I was to ever get Method 3, it would be on Pokemon Box Ruby Sapphire, right? There we go. I got to a Celebi. Very cool. It would be cool if US players had access to an easier Celebi event than that. That was also manipable. You could use the hacks for the whatever it's called, but it's still kind of annoying. Isn't the Geto Celebi shiny locked? Just because something's shiny locked doesn't mean you can't manip it. I've manipped 2 different Geto Celebis. want to check something. Dog Kyogre. So we're looking at 149. Oh, 97. 99, 130. 130. 144, 99. And this is what? Looks like it's method 4. 1 seed early, 5 frames early. You know, I've been 5 frames early like a few times. We're going to say I'm on seed. No, it's that. I'm thinking I'm going to be close. Maybe I'll regret updating this, but... I think it's going to be my last attempt for today. Wife has messaged me. Yeah, because I'm looking up something else really quick. Man, I was looking something up, but I've learned that it doesn't matter. Didn't I somehow glitch a shiny Celebi? Yeah. Oh, have I manipped a shiny Celebi? Or not shiny. I've manipped a shiny Celebi with using some glitches. I have 2 different ones that I've manipped. One is basically legal. The other one is a little bit more boring. Using glitches in the game. I don't consider using glitches cheating, no. I like glitches.
Thanks for the sub.
Good luck, Siphiel. Zyfel? I don't know how to say. Sorry. Oh, this is probably going to be my last run. I'm a little bit out of it at this point. I'll do my best to get this as a good attempt, but I'm just a little bit out of it. 04 frame perfect RNG. I don't know what. No, they really. I mean, there's probably some like niche manip that you could do that's 4 frame perfect inputs, but like nothing that I've done. The most I've done is 3. Fire and Leaf Green TID RNG manip would be 1 more than Emeralds, which is... because you'd have to do... you would have to get the original seed correct. And then you would have to do everything Emerald is to do. So it would be 4, right? Because you first have to get the original timer one. It's the same, it's the exact same process as Emeralds. Plus the original seed. So yeah, it would be the same. Oh, it's Xiao, what's good? We were just talking about you, Xiao, a little bit ago. I've since incorporated the superior strategy, Xiao. I've now got the stench muck. in my party. I thought about switching. Well, you know, I don't know if you would be able to tell me or not if this is true, but I thought about switching to the acrobike because the acrobike would lead to me making less mistakes in terms of my movement. But then I realized the mock bike is covering more. Oops, wrong one. The mock bike is covering more tiles at once. But then I realized, yeah, so since the mock bike's covering more tiles at once, it's probably superior to the acro. Well, because I've just decided to go with specific setups that allow me to be pretty accurate with the mock bike. Well, the way it works is you hit a specific... In fact, Fire and Leaf Green TID SID would actually be so stupid because... What would we be doing, Shao? Like, we would be brute force mapping it... We'd be brute force mapping it only on one seed, right? Otherwise, we would have to make several initial seed brute force maps, right? Like, we would just have... But, like, if we were doing the mapping, we would just have to basically map. We would aim for one specific initial seed from the title screen and then map all of those from that seed, right? That would be what we're having to fucking do, and then we would have to map every single seed around it. I was using the flutes. But the way it would work is, yeah. Why is the egg music still playing? That is a glitch. Oh. Yeah. But it would be pressing A on the... It'd be pressing A on the title screen, pressing A on the... Like, start the thinging, the TID, and then A to close the TID. Those are all... And then for SID, it would be another A press, right? Really, I should get... We should bot out the fucking English Emerald one. Does giving a random name make it easier for you to hit the TID? Because you could just do a random name, right? Nice, Philo Joe. Good luck. Oh, it's so sad, Shout. I was thinking about something today. I was thinking about how the berry glitch fix exists, and there was an e-card to update it, and I was, like, looking at it, and I'm like, wait a minute. How the fuck is the berry glitch fixing... How is the e-reader patching a bug in Ruby and Sapphire? I was looking at this, and I'm like, wait, how is that fucking possible? How is it patching ROM? And I was like, look, because you know, we know pretty well how that shit works now. And I was like, how is it doing that? Like, what could... And I'm like, why would the RTC program, the way it works, be programmed in a piece of memory that's patchable? And then I was looking more into it, and I was like, is it possible to fix other bugs? No, Sag. From what I looked at, it literally just changes the date to make sure it's, it just changes the date to be past the point of the bug fix, effectively. So it's literally just changing the date. Efficient, I guess, yeah. Well, the thing is, it's not that efficient, because if you ever reset the game, you have to apply the patch again. because the patch is just altering the date and time of the cartridge. So it's not even, I wouldn't even really I guess you could continue to call it a patch, but I personally wouldn't even call it a patch. Yeah. What's up, Paolo? How you doing? I don't think this is it, by the way. Yeah. So, that was sad to find out that it wasn't an interesting patch. Because I was thinking about something and I was like, oh, well, could we do this? Could we do this? Blah, blah, blah. But there's just no way to do anything. Well, there's a bunch of modes of distribution, right? There's like literally dozens of ways to do it. To get the berry fix, right? I don't think it's like super lazy or like I'm not complaining too much, to be clear. I just thought it was cooler than it was, basically. 148 adamant, 106, 94, 135, 136, 86. Not method 4. All right, we were 3 frames late on seed, but method 1. So we're close, so I'm going to change it again. So we'll use this as our new on seed target. We're pretty much dialed in. I shouldn't have to do too much calibration from here on. Just understand Japanese a little bit. Alright, everybody. That's going to be it for me today. I am tired. I want to get some other work done. So thank you all for watching. I will see you later.